All right, let's talk about cracking the NMAT. If you've got your sights set on a top business school, then your journey starts right here. And it's not just about studying hard, it's about understanding how to play the game and outsmart this very unique exam. And this quote right here, it really hits the nail on the head. See, the NMAT isn't designed to stump you with impossible problems. Instead, it's a test of how you perform under pressure. Think of it as a high-speed game that rewards the smart, prepared players, not just the ones who are brilliant on paper.
So, here's what we're going to cover today. We'll start with what makes the NMAT different. Then we'll break down the exam structure itself. After that, we'll build a winning game plan, look at where a great score can take you, and finally, we'll make sure you've got all the logistics for exam day totally locked down.
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the NMAT advantage. Unlike a lot of other high-stakes exams, this one actually has some features that are incredibly friendly to you, the test taker. They're designed to help you show off what you can really do. These features are basically your strategic toolkit. No negative marking. That means you have to attempt every single question. There's zero penalty for a smart guess. And getting up to 3 attempts, that's a huge safety net. Plus, getting to choose your section order is a game changer. It lets you start with your strongest subject to build momentum and confidence right from the get-go.
All right, so you know the perks? Now let's decode the battlefield itself. Because knowing the structure of this exam inside and out is absolutely fundamental to building that winning strategy. Okay, look at this table. This is where the rubber meets the road. You've got 108 questions to tackle in 120 minutes. But check out those pressure points. For language skills, it's 36 questions in just 28 minutes. That's less than a minute per question. This makes it crystal clear. The NMAT isn't just a knowledge test. It is a full-on, high-speed race against the clock.
But here's the real game changer. The NMAT is a computer adaptive test. The best way to think about it is like a video game that gets harder the better you play. You answer your question correctly, the next one gets a little tougher. Get one wrong, it gets a bit easier. Your final score is all about the highest difficulty level you can handle consistently. And here's the most important part. You cannot go back. Once you answer, that's it. It demands total focus on every single problem.
So, how in the world do you tackle a format like that? Well, it's not about just working hard, it's about working smart. So let's break down a proven 3-phase game plan to get you ready. Your prep should follow a really clear path. You start by spending a few months just building a rock-solid foundation, getting the basics down cold. From there, you shift into practice mode, doing time drills to build both your speed and your accuracy. And then, that final phase, it's all about full-scale simulation. You take mock tests, refine your strategy, and walk into that exam feeling totally prepared and confident. Now, this is huge. For your actual in-exam strategy for each section, you gotta remember this. Elevate, consolidate, and accelerate. First, you elevate. Start strong and accurate to push the test to give you harder, higher-value questions. Then you consolidate. You maintain that high difficulty, but you start using smart, educated guesses to save precious time. And finally, you accelerate. In that last stretch, it's all about speed. You floor it to make sure you answer every single question. And look, theory is one thing, but you have to simulate the real deal. You've got to feel that pressure in an environment that mimics the actual adaptive test. The official GMAT mock tests are without a doubt your best tool for this. They're not just for practice. Think of them as your strategic rehearsal. All right, let's get to the good stuff. What's all this hard work and smart strategy for? Well, a great NMAT score is basically a key that unlocks the doors to some of the absolute best business schools in the world. So what does that look like? An NMAT score is pretty much a global currency. It's accepted by over 85 leading schools, opening up options not just in India, but in places like South Africa, the Philippines, Nigeria, even Hungary. This gives you an incredible range of choices for your future. So, what number should you have in your head? Well, anything over 210 is considered a pretty good score. But the real target, the one that puts you in the driver's seat, is 235 or higher. That's an excellent score, putting you around the 91st percentile. And for a top school like NMIMS Mumbai, you really want to be aiming for that 230 plus mark. And here's a quick look at what that means for some of the top schools in India. You can see the target scores vary a bit, right? This is exactly why you've got to do your homework. Research the specific cutoffs for your dream schools so you can set a very precise goal for your prep. Okay, Last but definitely not least, let's nail down the exam day logistics. I mean, all your hard work can go down the drain because of a simple mistake on the big day, and we are not going to let that happen. Put these dates in your calendar right now. Registration and scheduling kick off on the same day. And you have to remember, these exam slots are first come, first served. Seriously, don't sleep on this. Booking early is the key to getting the date and time you actually want. And yeah, you got to think about the fees. The first time you register costs the same as a retake. And if you need to reschedule your date, there's a separate fee for that too. Just planning ahead can save you a good bit of money and a whole lot of stress. On exam day, this checklist is completely non-negotiable. Get there at least 45 minutes early. Bring a fresh printed copy of your admit card and one original, unexpired photo ID. Now, the most critical part, and I can't stress this enough, your name and your photo must be an exact match on both documents. They're super, super strict about this. There are no exceptions. And just to be crystal clear on the ID front, it has to be an original government-issued ID like an Aadhaar card, passport, or driver's license. What they will not accept are things like photocopies, notarized copies, or a learner's license. So please double-check and make sure you have the right document ready to go. So as we wrap up here, let's just come back to this one essential truth. The NMAT is a test that is designed to be cracked. It's cracked with strategy, with consistency, and with a calm, cool execution. Your preparation is your single greatest asset. Ultimately, the path to your dream B school isn't just about how much effort you put in. It's about the intelligence of your preparation. By understanding the unique rules of this game, you can turn the NMAT from a major challenge into your clear advantage. So the only question left is, are you ready to play it smart?